Now y'all get up early and need somebody to listen to. Who better than us?
Us too.
Get that jumping.
They are playing the Philadelphia Eagles. So, is it safe to say that the whole division is rivals? Because most teams only have one rival, but when you go the Eagles, it's Cowboys,
even.
But that even when the Giants go against the Eagles, they're a rival, or the Redskins, y'all always battling. So that whole division is.
I think you have to consider them all the same.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's not like a baby rival. That's some serious rivals.
Every single
time.
Yeah. Where the live video at? Let me see.
Right now it is 3-0 in the bottom of the first. Shit, I'm tripping.
There you go.
The end of the first quarter, 44 seconds left. 3-0 Cowboys up. The 2-5 Cowboys against the 2-4-1 Philadelphia
it's so
Eagles.
Nasty, man. I hate even hearing about them records on that.
Yep.
That division is so nasty.
You got Ben DiNucci making his debut for the Dallas Cowboys.
Lil Ben. Shout out to Lil Ben.
Out here doing this thing.
Lil Ben DiNucci. He can't be Big Ben yet, but he can be Ben. Lil Ben. You know what I'm saying?
I heard a report that the Cowboys said they're going to let him go out there and let it rip tonight. You know what I'm saying? Go out there and do his thing. I mean, hell, what do you got to lose? You're 2-5. You're 2-5. So.
All right. I mean, yeah. When you think about it like that, you done lost two quarterbacks.
Yep.
Both of whom had a certain level of expectation before they went out. So you really have a very low ceiling that you're aiming at, Mr. DiNucci. Just swing for the fences, bro.
From
I'm with that.
I think it's James Madison College or something like that. So. They said this is probably the toughest defense he's ever seen in his life. So on his debut,
that's a horrible way to start the boy off.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a horrible way to start my boy off. But it is what it is. I guess.
This just in, the Eagles score.
Oh, okay.
7-3, the end of the first quarter.
That's a shocker. That's a shocker right there.
Not really.
That is a shocker.
It's safe to say Carson went to kind of back to doing this thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Slowly. I mean, he's getting back to where he needs to be, so I'm not.
Plus, you got to think he don't have a lot of his weapons either. He's got, I think, his tight end back and somebody else. What did they even
have initially, though, when you really think about it?
I mean, if you consider Deshaun Jackson,
no.
Alshon Jeffries,
no.
His tight end, what's the boy?
What the boy in Philly was talking about Alshon Jeffrey, whatever. Remember after that game? He was outside in Philly and they was interviewing old dude and he was like, something happened, but something happened and they was catching it, but Alshon, it was something crazy. I gotta look it up. But he was just dogging that boy out because he was dropping passes, but he ain't never really had no crazy offense.
Yeah.
So I mean, for him to be able to get it done, even to a certain extent, I'm happy with his performance.
Give him a respect, Super Bowl champion,
right?
Alshon Jeffrey.
You know what I mean?
Let's believe that.
What are we doing? What are we doing here, man? Oh man, let's see what else happened in the sports world before we get into the spreadsheet here.
Yeah.
Let me see. Let's talk about what went on this weekend, man. Shout out to you in the show. You know.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Let's talk about that, man.
The boy had the Kickback Volume 2. Is that the title of this next one is called? My homeboy, my little bro B Hamp came through, you know what I'm saying? Gave me his take on the sneaker world, how he is. I know the boy for a long time. Know he is a sneakerhead, so you know what I'm saying, got his take on a few things. How he feel on a few subjects, his favorite shoes, this, that, and the third. So we definitely did that. Dan backdoored it, literally. The next hour I did Bridges and Bankroll. Shout out to Lencho and Bill Collector.
I had a guest on there. Who was the guest?
The homie I forget his name, but he got a business out here where he's expediting. That's it. You know what I'm saying? He's self-made. He used to work with us back at the at our job there. So he finally got on his feet. You know what I'm saying? Doing his thing, got his own job going. So trying to expand. So shout out to him and his business. I forget the name right now. I've been doing a million things this past day. So you know what I'm saying? Forgive me if I don't remember everything. But shout out to everybody I came and counted with.
All right, man.
Oh shit! And then on top of that, you want to talk about the hit list, or you want to
shout out to that, man.
Save that for last.
That's definitely a good tie-in because that's another medium that we have here. You know what I mean? That we're able to do this with. And no, why did it just undo that? I'm sorry.
Pretty much, it's
pretty much the hit list. You know, we've been talking about inviting rappers on our show to come on and do their thing on, and so we just kind of thought what better way to get people to do it than to, kick it off ourselves.
Right.
And so we was able to kind of come in, shout out to my boy Rod T. He was able to come in with me and, and get it going, man. We got the first one moving. and hopefully that inspires other people to come on in and participate with us, man. It's a family event. If you spitting bars, you should be able to come up here and get it done. We ain't gonna put no unwanted pressure on you either, okay? So that's the other thing.
If you a rapper, rap.
Right. We'll give you a few takes if you need it. I'm not opposed. If you come in here and knock it out the park right away, then hey, more power to you, my brother.
Yeah. A rapper, rap.
Man, which brings us to the question of the night. Who is your favorite local artist and why? We are currently in the process of creating a DFW top 10 videos, and so we looking for all artists. If you got some work that's been put out here recently,
yes sir,
and you want some people to see it, you want some people to hear it, send it to us. If it's quality on top of that, send it to us. Let us know what's good. Shout out to my boy B Mullins, helped us out last night recording that first episode of the hit list. Send us anybody you know that may have a video that's out. Do be mindful that we are very critical on the music that we participate in. Like my man said, we had B Hamp on the show the other day.
Yeah.
We've had, countless individuals on our shows, spanning all over radio to this one where we talk about quality artists.
Yeah.
So please be mindful of what you submit and don't be upset if you don't see your shit somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Just keep submitting, man. It ain't gonna kill you. Shout out, I see my guy in the comments. Shout out to my guy. He just put out his comedy special yesterday called That's Funny. If y'all get a chance, go check that out, man. My boy really doing some big things. I was able to peep in on it earlier. I'm trying to think of what else, anything else. If you can, y'all, too, please let us know who your artists are, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to kind of mention your friends either if you got some dope individuals that do work.
Bless your friends.
Right.
Say their name. Pause.
It'll be a nice little event that we put on for that, man. That'll be our next venture out into the world of media. But yeah, man, we can get into it. I know first on the docket, shout out to the LA Dodgers winning their first World Series in forever in a day. You know what I mean?
Definitely not a fan of the Dodgers. I would rather somebody from the AL win it. But you know what I'm saying? Big up to them.
Yeah.
Clayton Kershaw finally got over the hump. He actually performed pretty damn well.
He did.
In his 2 games that he started.
Does he get that monkey off his back due to it being a shortened season? Do you think that changes the validity of it?
I think that gave him a little. Nah. They not gonna say, but shit, baseball's a hard game though. And you got to think pitchers out there wheeling and dealing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, more than other players are. You know what I'm saying? They're not a left fielder where they throwing every other at bat or every 4 at bats. You know what I'm saying? They're chunking that bitch every time. So. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy to see it. He a local kid, so you know what I'm saying? Big up to Clayton Kershaw.
Big up to Mookie. I know that's a touching thing for you.
Ex-Red Sox.
Coming from your Boston boys.
But I know why I'm a realist. I know why he had to leave. We wasn't gonna pay him.
Yeah,
so you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't stay either. So you know what I'm saying? He went to a team, he got paid. Big up to Mookie Betts, went got that championship. So
yeah, Melissa, I can imagine you wanted Tampa to win. I know you have a close association with Tampa. So you're from Texas, though. So you need to just accept that you're from Texas and, be a Rangers fan. And the World Series was played in Arlington,
that was dope. Yeah. That was dope.
Shout out to everybody watching, man. If you get a chance, go ahead and share this for us. You know what I'm saying? Share this to your
people.
That button. If y'all love us the way that I feel like y'all do, y'all should want to share us with other people. You know what I'm saying? Or is that the way that it works? However it works. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, shout out to the Dodgers. I know they had the little mishap with my boy Turner coming back out on the field after he had been diagnosed with.
They yanked him mid-game. Like, yo, homie, come out. Like, you tripping.
First of all, my concern with that is, how does a man test positive the following day after he tested positive first? After he tested the day before. Why they don't have instant tests in the MLB? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is going on? So my man tested positive. They yank him from the game. He see that they win. He comes back out. He's celebrating. Mind you, his coach has a terminal illness. You know what I'm saying? He got players on the team with kids that have terminal illnesses, and nobody said nothing.
Nobody. They're letting it go.
Now, question is, if you are the individual there that's responsible for getting him off the field, are you going to take him out amidst the World Series celebration, especially considering how pivotal he is to that team?
I feel like we should have some type of understanding. Like, bro, you just tested positive. Like, that's what I'm gonna get at. Like, I don't want to sit here and tussle with you, but if we're gonna have to do
yeah,
bro,
I guess you can.
like,
I forgot about that. Are you going to grab my boy up with it? I'm just gonna be like,
is that what it's gonna come to? Like, is that like?
I didn't think about that. Yeah. You can't physically remove him.
I can't physically remove him.
Hell no.
Like, he's a player, and like, how's that gonna look on the news?
So if you catch COVID as a security guard, removing the nigga who's giving everybody else COVID.
That's what I'm saying. And then how do you explain that to your boss? Like,
he's a bum.
Well, how come you didn't stop him? Like, what you want to do? Grab him? Like, no, motherfucker. I'm not touching him.
That's like a man that robbed a bank with a gun. Exactly. You want me to stop him? No.
Stop him? No.
I didn't think about that, bro. So yeah, shout out to him for being a mark and putting everybody at risk.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
Motherfucker. Stay in the damn locker room, bro. Yeah. Please.
Come on, dog. Now they're trying to see if it's going to be like one of those super spreader events where he out here amongst the fans and everything. Oh, not the fans.
I wonder, like, was his mindset? I had already been out here with them all game.
I can see that.
I warmed up with everybody.
That makes sense.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a big sense because he had up until that time. Like I said, they pulled him mid game.
Oh wow! Somebody said that in the comments said that Kershaw tested positive and his daughter got removed from school on Friday or Thursday or something like that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's because of you.
See, because you out here
wilding. It's so tough to tell, man. These players be around so many people.
You can't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you really can't. He was up in the dugout. He got dressed with the team up until they found out his results. Up until they yanked him from the game.
He out there giving high fives.
So he was already, no matter even if he came back out.
They got all the fancy.
He had the cool handshake, the clap, and the spins and everything, touching ankles and shit.
Oh, my boy, giving it to everybody. Shout out to him for that. He is wilding out here. Jeez.
So by that time, by him coming out to the field to celebrate, it was already too late.
Yeah, man.
So
I wonder, man. That's gonna be a tough one to kind of really talk about too. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be a tough one if he did call somebody else.
But they gonna pin it on him coming back out celebrating, which in really it was he already done spread it. He was in the locker room on the bus, however they did in the bubble, like up until the time before that. So you know what I'm saying? Too late.
This shows you this is 2020 for y'all. Okay, this is life in 2020. Okay, you play baseball in a shortened season. You win the World Series. You're so happy in the locker room that you forget that you had COVID, and that's the reason that you wasn't on the field.
Coronavirus. Shit is real.
Oh my God, it's not a funny thing. So I'm gonna leave this alone. I give you a bomb, no Turner. You get the flex bomb just for the fact that you
really can't blame him because he didn't know his test. But it's on the doctors. If they didn't have his results in, they should have been like, "You can't play, homie." But for the sake
of public perception, though, don't bring your ass back out after you know you got it.
Too late. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? It's too late. Too late. Y'all niggas already had it. Like,
oops.
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah. We were just in here playing PlayStation 5 in here. You know what I'm saying? And we was everything.
That is horrible.
So it was too late. We was on the bus. You know what I'm saying? Playing cards.
Shout out to everybody watching, man. I really want to know how y'all feel about that. You know what I mean? That's definitely something I want to know. If you were say you were at your job and you got tested earlier in the day, you felt fine, but you just went to go get tested.
Yeah.
You find out you got it, and you've been at work all day. Do you get up and tell everybody you got it, or what do? You know what I'm saying? Or if they ask you to leave, but then you find out you get a $25,000 bonus, are you running back in? Because that's essentially what he's getting if you multiply his millions for winning that World Series. He's probably getting an extra whatever they give you for that incentive. So would you run back and work and high five and celebrate with everybody, or are you gonna stay home and get that check?
My luck though, they ain't gonna tell me till I leave. They'll be like, everybody here get a $25,000 bonus. They'll be like, shit.
If you wasn't here, you don't get it.
Niggas gonna be calling me on the phone, sending me text messages like, "Where you at?"
That's so reckless. Shout out to the Dodgers though for winning, man. I know it seems like a shortened year, and LA just keep on winning, so I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? I'll take it. I'm not mad at it. I'm not necessarily a Dodgers fan, and anybody knows me knows that. I used to hate going to Dodgers games as a kid. Man. That was like a punishment. Man. But anyway. What do we got next? Let's see.
First championship since '88. Let me say that.
Yeah, since I was 2. You know what I'm saying? Since I was a young buck.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's get into some of these NFL games, man. Let's get into some of that. I know y'all so excited to talk about y'all Dallas Cowboys. What's the score on that one right now, Clark?
The score is 12 minutes and 34 seconds to the second quarter. 7-3. Still, the Eagles are up
Your boy Cam Newton looking like a damn fool out there. Like, he is looking big dumb. Like I'm not gonna skip the joke. We're not gonna go right to that. I'm not gonna do it. But I know how much you opine for my boy Cam, and he is looking like dumpster fire boy. You know what I'm saying?
I don't really necessarily. Yeah, I do. Cam should have known he was coming in too.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, here playing.
But he didn't have no other options. Think about it. Nobody was even picking him up.
Yeah. So
he
but you know this is a make or break year for you, bro. Granted, he don't have a lot of his offensive line neither. That same offensive line that Tom Brady had.
Oh, hell no. He don't have. That's why Tom Brady left.
Exactly.
Like, Tom Brady didn't leave
for no reason.
For nothing.
Yeah.
No, he left because he saw what was going to become of his career if he didn't get out of there. So what do? You go somewhere where they got players, they got the offensive line, they got the defense.
But let's save that until we get to the...
I'm sorry. Yeah, where we at? First game we got is Atlanta versus the Carolina Panthers. The Atlanta Falcons versus the Carolina Panthers.
Thursday night game.
Yeah, so I figured let's get to that one first because we, for some reason, we've been skipping over the Thursday night game.
Like that shit don't exist. Yeah,
like the homie even called us out one day about the Chicago game. He's like, "Oh, y'all ain't even gonna talk about Chicago." I'm like, "Damn, I forgot."
Juice like, nah, we're not.
That was like so 2 years ago. The Atlanta game 25-17 over the Panthers. Matt Ryan had a decent game, 281 yards, no touchdowns and an interception.
Yes, sir.
Bridgewater, another basic game. He's been having a lot of basic games. 15-23, 176 yards, a touchdown and a pick, sacked 3 times. So,
I mean, but he's balling though. I'm glad he got him to 3-5. There's more wins than y'all beloved Cowboys.
Yeah, and that's a rebuild. They're a young team. They missing.
You got a new coach.
They missing McCaffrey.
New quarterback. You ain't had McCaffrey in the last 3 weeks. Right. So it's like y'all at least he got y'all 3 wins. Is all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I agree with that.
He's out here balling.
He's exceeding expectations.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Off that terrible ass knee injury. So I'm glad to see him doing his thing.
Now, Julio Jones ain't letting nobody down this year.
No.
7 catches, 137 yards. He is not failing anybody.
Mm-hmm.
He may not score a lot of touchdowns, but he gets it done out there.
7 for 137.
Nobody's guarding him. Mm-mm. Not a soul out there is guarding him. So, good win for Atlanta. Good way to turn the tides. They 2-6. They're not going to make the playoffs because of that division and the way it's set up. And so they won't be in the playoffs anyway, but it's good to see them kind of turning the corner here because they've been looking real bad here recently. So
let me ask you this. So do you think it's time to blow that team up? I think Ryan is on his last year or something like that?
No, I think it's a coaching. I think it's a coaching thing, yeah.
Dan Quinn?
If you got an MVP quarterback, you got a top 5 receiver.
Top 2 receivers.
Now you got Todd Gurley back there. So you have a sustainable type of team to be able to do something. You just have to be able to coach it up and make sure that defense is solid because that's been their biggest. You know what I'm saying?
And get you a rock solid offensive line.
Yeah.
I mean, if you got Todd Gurley, he can't make everything. He can't create everything.
Nah, but you see, Todd Gurley did well with the Rams because of the coach. You know what I'm saying? Sean McVay is definitely a type of coach that can scheme an offense into some good ball, and you need that same type of thing when you have quarterbacks and receivers that I mean, look at the game that they had. Like, on top of the fact that Julio went crazy, Matt Ryan didn't have a bad game, but imagine if they had a coach that can scheme them up the right way.
21 for 30, 281, and an interception. I mean, Matt Ryan's going to throw the pit ball away at least once a game.
Yeah, he's a high-volume quarterback.
Exactly. He's got to chunk it.
All right. Next game, which was a tough fought game, we got the Baltimore Ravens versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. I mean, we talked about rivalry games.
That just a hate.
Let me see. So we got the Steelers taking that one 28-24. The Steelers
that was a
damn
good.
How you feel about the Steelers right now?
Big Ben, you always got a chance when you got Big Ben. I'm gonna say that.
You feel like his comeback, the renaissance of Big Ben, has been worth the
he never fell off. You always got to think he's always played good until half the year he gets hurt. Right. Or if he stays in. Anytime he's played damn near majority of the season, he's always in playoff contention.
Right.
Any year he plays. He may have a terrible team, but you know what I'm saying, he's always in playoff contention. It's kind of like Tom Brady. You got him on your team, you kind of guaranteed to go to the playoffs.
Yeah, and their offensive line is shored up on top of the fact that defense is solid.
Then is wheeling and dealing. James Conner is running the football. He's doing his thing. So, and it's good. It's Ben Roethlisberger's football. Yeah. So Mike Tomlin is coaching his ass off as usual.
Yeah.
And they went up against a good quality playoff football team.
Against a team that everybody thought would be their toughest competitor, which it is in that division at
Exactly.
5-2. But, I mean.
You got to think Lamar Jackson is so dangerous no matter what he does.
Shout out to J.K. Dobbins, though, man. I didn't know J.K. Dobbins was going to be as good as he was.
You never know, though, in the football season.
Edwards, Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
So they had a decent day running the ball. What's good, Justin? I see you, man.
What's good, boy?
Good day running the ball, but it just wasn't enough, man. Pittsburgh seems to have it put together, and until they come across some real competition, that division is easy to beat up on too. Outside of Pittsburgh, outside of Baltimore. So the Browns and the Bengals not gonna put up much of a fight.
No, you got to think about it. That it's finna get cold outside, and the Steelers play good football in the cold.
Yeah, being in
Pittsburgh.
Period.
Yeah, so it's the schedule gets deeper. It's gonna the football's gonna go up. It's not gonna change. It's not gonna stall out.
Right.
So
good tough game, man. Good tough game there. Hopefully, Lamar Jackson turns the corner next week and comes
He'll
back
be
around.
right.
Yeah,
He'll be
I
all right.
ain't worried about him.
I don't know how that schedule look, but I'm sure it's just when he gets to the playoffs, that's when he starts playing wild.
Yeah, which I don't understand.
Yeah.
Youth.
Yeah.
Give it to youth. He's still young.
We'll see.
Young quarterbacks. We got the Miami Dolphins versus the Los Angeles Rams here with the surprising outcome of the day.
Yes, sir. Your boy Tua.
Yeah, bad football makes you not want to watch football. Trust me, I'm an advocate for that.
Yeah, exactly.
I was out here petitioning to get the Giants game taken off TV for tomorrow on Monday night. So if they can, I'm still petitioning. If anybody wants to sign a petition, I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
Just sign it and say, please don't show this game on TV.
Yeah.
I was doing the same thing after Kobe left the Lakers, and they were so trash. I was like, please, I know y'all had these games scheduled because you thought Kobe was going to be here.
Was gonna go,
but turn them off. Like, let's switch them. Y'all got to have another game. Y'all blackout games all the time.
Y'all
stop
playing. Running with Jordan Clarkson.
Oh, my God, it was so trash. Jordan Hill. Oh, come on, bro. Come on. Like, don't talk to me about pain and suffering in sports. Because
Laker basketball.
All my teams been trash up until here recently. So, the LA Rams 17, the Miami Dolphins 28. Give you another bomb for that game. That boy,
the 4-3
Dolphins. AllOva.
Yes, sir.
However you say his name, I'm not going to even play. Also, his brother had a good game yesterday. Shout out to him.
Seen that.
Shout out to his little brother out in Maryland. Had a good game. I thought he was still in Alabama, and then I looked up and he was playing for Maryland.
Yep.
I was like, oh, shit.
Realizing you're going to get no playing time. You got to think they recruiting the best. So.
Right. So shout out to Tua getting his first win, man. Had a decent game, 12 of 22, 93 yards, a touchdown.
There was a lot of defensive turnovers, though, so that would help them on this.
The decent run game. It looks like Jared Goff had he had another decent game, 35 or 60. We threw the ball 61 times. 355 yards, a touchdown, and 2 picks. So he was out there slinging it, trying to make sure they came back, but it just wasn't enough.
Fumbles, interceptions. There was a lot of turnovers that cost him the game, though.
Cooper Kupp, 11 receptions, 110 yards. Good game for him.
Yep. Robert Woods,
Woods is consistent, bro. It looks like every time I look up, he has the same type of numbers on every game I see him play. Oh, man.
That's dope. Shout out to them, though. The 4-3 Dolphins on the good side of 500.
For real. Come on, man. Like, nobody expected the Dolphins to be competitive in any sense this year. So
we'll see. This was supposed to be a test, but I think LA kind of gave this one away. So who's to say what happens next week with Tua? I still think they should have kept Fitzpatrick in there because he was balling.
But considering the way that the Rams have been playing, I'm kind of shocked that I don't know if it was a travel thing or whatever the case may have been, but that's kind of shocking that they lost that game.
They was in Miami too, so
you
shouldn't have had no problems.
Miami's defense stepped up though. They held a good offense to 17 points. So
yeah,
certain shit is a little fluky sometimes, but sometimes it's just a team plays better ball than the other team. You know what I'm saying? Next game on the docket. Let's see here. Let's talk about this Chiefs and Jets game. It ain't much really to get into there unless you're a Jets fan, which I don't know if you're a Jets fan if you're still even alive in the world of football.
No, sir.
Y'all, that's another team. We talking about long-suffering sports fans, right? If you are a Jets fan, you have been suffering for a long time. Come on. Like, you have been suffering forever.
Last time the Jets have been good, what? They was decent with the Sanchez and what's the coach?
Rex
Ryan. They was decent. You know what I'm saying? They was putting up fights.
But they were still average.
Yeah, it wasn't, it was like, oh shit, here come the Jets or nothing.
Right. So you getting that now. You feel like Sam Darnold is going to end up on another team?
They need to do something with that boy. I mean, what do you do with him? You gonna get rid of him and draft Trevor Lawrence and put him in the same position that Darnold is in? You don't have no other team. Well, who was it? I seen the Lepertar show said he's a good quarterback. No, I think it was Keyshawn said he was a good quarterback on a bad team. Yeah, like you surrounded him with bad players and bad coaching.
Sam Darnold, he's shown the intangibles to be a good quarterback.
Exactly.
But the Jets is just a place you go to die. Exactly. Look at what happened to Le'Veon Bell.
Exactly. He was ready to get up out of there.
He was so ready to get from Pittsburgh, he sat out. Came back, he was excited, got him a deal with the Jets.
Yep.
And didn't play no kind of football. He disappeared. He almost died there.
Yep.
And then he comes out here for the Chiefs and looks like a different person. I mean, he don't have to do much for the Chiefs. Let's not get him mistaken.
Exactly.
Like he doesn't have to come out and do anything for the Chiefs. That's already in place. Like
especially that they got their running back already established.
Right. So he's just an added piece there. But Sam Darnold, 18 of 30, 133 yards, sacked one time, no touchdowns, no interceptions. So he broke even. Ross was good, bro. Good to see you made it. I hope you made it home, man. I got to see the homie a little bit earlier, man, and chop it up with him for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen that man in like 10, 15 years. You know what I'm saying? That's real Compton shit right there. You know what I'm saying? It was a real Compton nigga out here in these Dallas streets. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Y'all didn't even know it.
Yeah.
But no, man. Pat Mahomes, 416 yards, 5 touchdowns. Come on, man.
I had him on my fantasy team today.
Come on, man. Like, stop playing with that man. At a certain point in time, let's just get back to the playoffs so he can do this thing. Like, I'm ready for him to do that all over again.
The 7-1 Chiefs against the 0-8
what we getting.
Jets.
We know what we getting.
Exactly.
You know
and then you add Le'Veon Bell to the factor. Receiver / running back. Like, he's just waiting to bust loose.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Travis Kelce, 8 catches, 109 yards and a touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 4 catches, 98 yards, 2 touchdowns. I got Tyreek Hill on my fantasy team. Listen, bro, let me know if that sweater fit too, bro. I know it was a little I got one the same size. I gave my boy an AllOva sweater.
Oh, word.
And I feel like I'm bigger than you, Ross, around the stomach and shit, bro. So just let me know. You know what I'm saying? Let me know. I'll get you another one if not, man. But yeah, I feel like right now that team is just too much. McCole Hardman.
7 for 96.
Come on, bro. He got so many options. He got so many.
D. Robinson 4 for 63. Le'Veon had 3 for 31. Like, come on, he's just chunking the ball around. You don't have to do nothing.
And he has a coach that schemes them this way.
That wants to throw it.
Yeah, he schemes them this way. So that's what I'm saying. That coach makes a big difference with these quarterbacks, man. It's like you really get the best out of them. So that was a dusting off of a game. They're a solid 0-8 on the year compared to 7-1. You know what I'm saying? So, if you got your money on the Jets, you're a bad
bet. Get it back.
Shout out to my nigga H. Let's talk about your Packers, bro.
Man.
Because I got a question, and don't hide. I know you still in the comments somewhere, bro. Wherever you at, pop up.
Watching low key,
pop out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Pop out.
Yeah.
Because I want to understand. And I'm not mad at Aaron Rodgers because I have him on my fantasy team, so he gives me 291 yards and 3 touchdowns. I'm not mad at that at all. But, like, what's happening to the point where they seem to always falter a bit? Like, I don't understand.
I don't understand that either.
Is it the defense?
They always do this year after year. They'll get to some point in the season where they kind of, I think it's around this time, before it starts getting cold, and then they start playing good football, like November and December.
Right.
So
it's not the time in that division to not be, consistently winning games.
You got to think, and it's one of the rivals too. So you got to think Minnesota's going to play Green Bay differently, even if Minnesota was 0-8 right now.
Yeah.
It's always going to be a different game between even the Packers and the Bears.
Ooh.
There's always different games when you get those two cats playing.
I see Cook had 30 carries for 163 yards, 3 touchdowns, which is crazy.
Yeah.
So he's out there carrying that load. I'm not mad at him. On the other end, not very much on the Packers side that looks, fairly even interesting at all. So, they better get it. Yeah, I got my boy on my fantasy. I got Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers starting on my fantasy team right now. So if Aaron Rodgers has a good game, it's always to Adam. So I think they gave me like 60 points between the two of them today.
Speaking of wins, let me check my fantasy.
Yeah, man, make sure. How y'all fantasy teams looking for all y'all out there? I started off rough. Like I think I was breaking even.
Yeah.
I'm at 4-3 right now. It looked like I'm finna clean up this week. So if I can swing it, man, you know, I'm trying to get my money back.
Yeah.
Hopefully everybody out there on the same. Make sure y'all be on them waiver wires, man. And you got to really pay attention to sports when it comes to fantasy. You got to at least know when the individuals on your team are hurt. So for all you ladies out there, I know a lot of y'all play during, you know, your works. You got stuff going on at work, all these pools and all this stuff. Just make sure you checking to see when they hurt. If a player is underperforming, and this is not just for ladies. I don't want to generalize this. The rest of this is for everybody.
Exactly.
But make sure that if an individual is not performing, you're not just keeping them there for the spot because of their name. Like there's always somebody that's performing in the NFL that you don't know about.
Yeah. Especially if you do a good job on your bench.
You got to. That bench has to be solid. But a lot of people draft horribly. Like I missed the first 3 rounds in my draft this year, but I still feel like I got more of a solid team than I've had the past couple years, and I ain't never finished no less than 3rd. So, you know what I'm saying? That's just a little humble brag. If you know, I'm gonna start calling myself the fantasy guru. We're gonna get a little, you know what I'm saying, razzle dazzle.
There you go.
But shout out to the Vikings, 2-5. They look bad this year. They look worse than they did. Worse than what was expected, at least, and you know I'm sure the Packers are turning around. They still at least tied for the best team in that division, so you know I'm not really concerned about them. They just have a tendency to kind of underperform a lot, and I don't understand that. But,
I can dig it.
You know, Cowboys is kicked another field goal. It's 7-6 right now in the second quarter with 6:15 to go. So
is this what it's gonna be, Cowboys?
Yep.
Field goal city.
Yeah. Another interesting game on the day was the good old Indianapolis Colts against the Detroit Lions. Shout out to that one.
Yes, sir.
That was a little greasy. Now, the thing about this game that I noticed is the Colts put up a lot of points, 41 points.
Yeah.
And their defense continues to look good. Like, that defense continues to get it done. So, shout out to them on that side.
I'm not surprised by that, though. They had a good defense last year. There's just no offense.
Right.
So,
and their offensive line is top tier.
Yeah.
Like, their offensive line is equivalent to what you were getting from Dallas in the early stages
this
of
was
that
the offense that
line.
was supposed to be protecting Andrew Luck. So you got a lot of these players that when Luck signed his extension, they signed all these offensive linemen to long-term deals. So when he retired unexpectedly, a year and a half ago, these were the boys that were supposed to protect him.
Because the other guy that was playing before,
Kobe Brissett.
Yeah, he was pretty well protected.
Yeah, he had a good time. And then you got to think, what was the running back? Marlon Mack. He was always eating yards up. So, you know what I'm saying? Of course, Phillip Rivers is well protected back there. He needs every bit of help he can get any damn way.
You hit that
Let's
boy
keep
too
it
hard.
Real.
Yeah,
like,
he's going down. He's
so,
been known to do it.
262 and 3 touchdowns. He's definitely willing and dealing this year. So
Matt Stafford was balling 336 and 3 touchdowns, 1 interception.
Think about it though. Matt Stafford always does this.
Yeah,
he always has a good game. He's just in Detroit.
He making so much money there too. Like sometimes I'll be like, "Damn, why don't you go to another team?" And then you bring up his contract and be like, "Oh, okay, all right."
Yeah, your boy stuck.
That boy finna buy Detroit with what they paying him. Are you Mr. Detroit? Like, are you a part of it? The economy in general? Like, come on, man.
That's hilarious.
Oh no, but they definitely a decent game here for Indiana. They win 41-21. They are 5-2. Detroit is 3-4. So, you know, luckily for the Packers, Detroit took an L today as well. A lot of points put up by, you know, Indianapolis, man. Like, I don't really foresee them sustaining that level of scoring for the rest of the year. But that's a good game to, you know, kind of test out your mind.
Team being quarterbacked by Phillip Rivers.
True.
He always stalls out somehow, some way.
Whether by injury or whatever the case may be.
Something. He just starts throwing the damn football away, turning the ball over. We know how Phillip Rivers gets down.
Do you know any Colts fans? Ever met a Colts fan?
Yeah. My ex-boss that used to run inventory control, he was a Colts fan because of Peyton Manning.
Gotcha.
So he always had the hoodies, the hats, the shirts, something related to the Colts. So he was a Colts fan.
That's how my mother-in-law used to be. Like, she was a Peyton Manning fan. But this is how wild her fandom was. She was a Peyton Manning fan and also a Tom Brady fan. So she was a Patriots and a Colts fan.
Yeah.
And so, like, now when Peyton went to the Broncos, she was a Broncos and a Patriots fan. It was so confusing. I'm going to have to ask her who she's going for now because things have changed so much.
So where are we at with this now?
The Colts and the Lions still. Let me see. Who's next on the docket? Because that game wasn't nothing. The Raiders and the Browns. The Raiders and the Browns had a surprisingly competitive game.
Yeah.
The Browns aren't necessarily a bad team this year. So these games being competitive, well, it wasn't really competitive up until the fourth quarter, and then that 10 points put the Raiders over the top. So shout out to all the Raider fans out there. I know it's quite a few.
The Las Vegas Raiders.
Man, how y'all feel about that?
Man, how do y'all? So obviously, LA is not known to be a football town because y'all football teams are interchangeable. Like every year, y'all got a different team. Like 2 years ago, neither one of y'all teams right now were there. I don't think the Chargers or who else is there? Is it just the Chargers?
Right now.
Or the Rams?
The Rams and
okay, well, let's just say 5 years ago, neither one of those teams were there.
Right.
So it's like, and then before that, the Raiders, and then who else was there? Somebody else.
The Rams was there back in the day.
Yeah, so it's like y'all always switching outdoors. So
I don't really know. Now, the majority of the individuals that I know that are Raider fans, a lot of them initially were LA Raider fans.
LA Raiders? Yeah.
Most of them have been, loyal Oakland fans for a long time. But,
so how far, forgive me for not knowing, but how far is LA from Oakland?
Far as fuck.
Far as hell, okay. So it's a wide jump.
Far as hell. Oakland, far as hell. You know, you talking about like a whole different planet damn near.
Okay,
shit.
I got you.
No, I think it's kind of and then, most people I know from, especially, and I can say from my neighborhood, my neighborhood has Cowboys fans. You know, my neighborhood has Niner fans and Raider fans. Those are like the predominant,
So are the Raider fans the older people or were they the younger people?
Probably a little bit of, I would say mainly older.
From the 70s and the 80s when they was there in LA and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because if you think about it, the only glory days the Raiders had was when John Gruden was there.
That 1 year, 2000.
If you're really a young Raiders fan. So, other than that, it hasn't really been much to talk about if you consider all the years they had of just being straight trash. Like, super trash.
Every year, yeah. Wow.
Kind of the same with the Browns. So it's like
Russell.
Yeah, God, that has to be the worst draft pick of all time. Yeah. There's no draft pick worse than that one, bro. Yeah. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sure you can look up the stats and find somebody who maybe was, but just the overall impact, what they paid him, what he turned out to be.
Russell.
Oh, it was bad. Like, that's just bad. Sign me up to be a GM and give me that check. I could have did better than that.
Boy, that's crazy.
Baker Mayfield, 12 of 25, 122 yards. No touchdowns, no picks. No Odell Beckham. Kareem Hunt, 14 carries, 66 yards. Yep. Not really looking good there. Landry's still there. So they still have him and Bryant, who are two quality receivers, and Njoku's there. Higgins is a quality receiver.
There we go.
So, the Odell Beckham thing, I thought that Baker played better without him is what the rhetoric was. So, obviously, that was lies. But see, other players really realize how much attention one player takes off you when he's not there anymore.
Exactly. Because it was demanding a lot of attention. You always got to keep that second safety or that second quarterback or that linebacker keep staying in the flat when you got Odell Beckham over there on whatever side. So
you got Josh Jacobs, 31 carries, 128 yards. So he had a decent game. Looks like it was just
doing his thing.
It's a slugfest out there.
Alabama alumni. So Josh Jacobs definitely does his thing. So. Yeah. What do you see either one of these two teams doing? Getting to the playoffs?
Nah, the Browns is gonna flame out. The Raiders will be competitive, I believe, all the way through and through. They beat the Chiefs, so that was a big win. When I saw them beat the Chiefs, I was like, okay, I'm a believer of sorts. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not mad at that. So, I'm presuming that they end up winning, a few more games to keep them competitive. Whether or not they'll do any damage in the playoffs or not really depends upon Derek Carr. And
true, but I highly doubt it.
Yeah, I'm not holding my breath for them niggas.
Nah, John Gruden got 10 years, so we'll see.
Yeah, they'll get better every year though, which they have been. So they've gotten better every year. Next on the docket, we got the Tennessee Titans versus the Cincinnati Bengals.
Hey,
my boy Burrow. How you feel about the Rookie of the Year race with Burrow and Herbert?
They doing a damn thing out there. I really can't complain on both of them because they both on terrible teams. They both are keeping their teams in the fight every game. So with that being said, Joe Burrow got what, 2 wins? I don't remember what Justin Herbert has. I
think he's got his first one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He got his first.
So the records ain't too far off. 2-5-1 and 1-7. So I don't know. They're both about 300 plus games with 300 yards plus games, couple touchdowns. They're doing the thing. So I think Joe Burrow is the bigger name since he's off a championship.
And he's super accurate.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's a super accurate quarterback that plays on a team that does have a lot of offensive weapons as far as receivers go. Like if you think about it, you know, Higgins, Boyd, Tate, AJ Green, like they have capable receivers there. So
yeah,
it's good that they didn't get rid of Green too.
Yeah, doctor that offensive lineup and wait till a second. But about mid-season next year, I say shit, he gonna be all right.
Right. On the other side, good old Tannehill, 233, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception.
Yep.
Shout out to the Bengals for getting a W, man.
Yeah.
What's up, Throde? I see you in there, baby. Shout out to him to getting a W though against a quality opponent. On top of that, being able to beat the Tennessee Titans right now at this point in time is pretty big. So,
ain't this Tennessee's second loss in a row?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. I got AJ Brown on my team. He scored a touchdown, it looks like, but he didn't really have nothing going on. So
shit, Davis 8 for 128. Shit,
he was killing,
fucking balling.
Yeah, he was killing.
And even Derrick Henry, what do you have? 18 for 112. Yeah, and a touchdown. Yeah,
stopping that, man. Come on,
that's a big dude.
They were showing him standing next to a bunch of football players like in pads and shit. So they showed him standing next to what was the running back's name from Alabama, number 2?
Mark Ingram.
Yeah, he was standing next to Mark Ingram, and he looked like a giant standing next to Mark Ingram.
Goodness.
Then they had him standing next to somebody else, and he was just towering over everybody. Like, but he's a running back though, so
I heard. Wow,
he's not human. You're not tackling that man. Like
niggas be
better go for the legs.
Early.
Better go for the legs, my boy.
Getting out the way. That's crazy.
Yeah, so I mean Tennessee with an L, that division is pretty tough. You know what I'm saying? That division is pretty tough, and you want to see what that boils down to. But I mean, I don't think they're gonna have a problem really making it back to the playoffs, and it's just a matter of what they're gonna do when they get in there. Seeing
it, minor hiccup.
See what Tannehill does with another year of experience under his belt, being the top guy, and you know how that goes. Now, for your boy Cameron Newton, what is going on here, bro? Like, what is the haps with Cameron Newton?
I just think he's just maybe trying too hard. Or maybe I heard on the radio the other day, maybe he's still feeling the lingering effects of COVID. I don't know what that, I haven't, you know what I'm saying? Maybe that may be a possibility. He's out here just trying to give it all he's got, but at the same time, these are the same Patriots. You just remove Tom Brady, put Cam Newton in, and the defense is still suspect. Well, now that they're missing all these players. So you don't have a lot of the weapons on defense that you had last year. So Cam's trying to do it all.
15, as he always 25, does. 174 yards, 2 sacks. No touchdowns. A lot of no touchdown, no pick games today. Like I keep saying the same thing over and over again.
Just out here playing football.
Yeah. Jared Allen, 154 yards, no touchdowns, and a pick. His team still scored 24 points.
Yep.
It's like, what the hell is going on out here? Harris for the Patriots, 16 carries, 102 yards. Cam Newton, 9 rushes, 54 yards.
He's doing the most out there.
Yeah.
You got to give him some weapons and then go down to receiving.
Yeah, no, ain't nobody down there.
Mayors,
Tell me who these people are.
Jay White, Izzo, H to the Izzo. Come on. Like, who's he have to throw out here?
Nobody.
Exactly.
Yeah. Shout out to Diggs. I got Diggs on my fantasy team too. 6 catches, 92 yards. Cole Beasley, 2 catches, 24 yards.
I just hyped that dude up last week.
You did, and look at him.
He can't. But this is his first game though.
to get 2 catches.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did hype him up though. I'm not gonna lie.
Check the stats though. My facts are correct.
He's been getting busy. I'm not gonna deny my boy that at all. Especially since he left the Cowboys alone. So that seems to be the winning thing to do. Get away from the Cowboys.
They know a good slot receiver when they have one.
Oh yeah, they sure know how to let him go. All right, Patriots. I'm hoping Cam get it together. They're gonna bench that boy for Stidham here soon. You're gonna stop hearing from him. I heard an interesting question the other day. Is if Cam doesn't perform well here and this season really goes down the way it goes down, not only will he not be considered the best player, I mean, a starter on the Patriots, but will he still be considered a starter in the NFL again? You know what I'm saying? Like, who you taking off your roster right now as a quarterback to slot Cam in there?
He gonna get a chance somewhere. I believe it. after this season, somebody's going. It may not be for the money. That's what it's going to be. It's not going to be for the money. He'll get a chance and he'll earn his.
Ain't nobody paying him. They already kind of proved that.
Exactly. He's going to earn.
Stop talking about his clothes, okay? The man wears a squirrel tail up there on the stage, okay? He can't. His clothes are trash. Like, no, I'm not gonna say they trash because he's probably spending thousands of dollars on those clothes. So
all that shit,
probably the finest of materials and leathers and whatever he be wearing.
And raccoon tails. High quality.
Dressing like my auntie up there.
But real though, he'll get an opportunity somewhere because the only thing that's gonna happen, somebody gonna sign him to come in and be a backup. Right. He's gonna go out there and be Cam Newton, perform all during spring training and training camp and all that other stuff. We'll give him the starting job, and he's gonna be right back in the same position.
He better turn this shit around, bro.
He just got to go somewhere where you got some weapons. Like you leave Carolina with no weapons, but McCaffrey, he can't do it all, even though he was to New England. Your only weapon is your coach. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, but he was hurt last year too, which is why the other guy was playing last year. Kyle Allen was playing so much, which is he was trash too.
Yep.
So I'm pulling for Cam. I don't want to see my man flame out like that. I know he got some good football in him, but
he was just in the Super Bowl 6 years ago. I think so it's not too foreign.
Change.
Boy.
Oh, now speaking of those Chargers and the Broncos.
Yeah.
Had a slobber knocker today, pause.
Boy.
Justin Herbert, who we talked about.
278,
3 touchdowns, 2 picks.
2 interceptions.
He's out there getting the ball out. Drew Lock,
yes, sir.
Surprisingly had a great game. Round of applause for that man because he never does.
Man, shout out to Drew Lock. He's definitely in tune with his brotherhood. Every time I see him on the sideline, he's always bopping the Meek Mills or something from Atlanta. Like he's definitely in there dancing.
Yeah, he does. He be lit though. Yeah. I ain't mad at him. Plus, he was put into a situation where the expectations are super high for any quarterback that goes to the Broncos because, John Elway has to hit on one. Being the Hall of Fame quarterback that he is.
From that team, that got that team to multiple Super Bowls on top of winning 2 of his own and 1 on his exit.
Right. Cowboys just intercepted the ball in the end zone. Appreciate the update, y'all.
Man.
But yeah, Drew Lock.
I got Carson Wentz.
3 touchdowns. 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Philip Lindsay actually played today. I'm so upset about that because I sat him for Melvin Gordon, who's also on the same team, and I could have played Philip Lindsay and got that touchdown. So I feel like a dummy while I'm out here trying to give y'all fantasy tips. That's just how the tables turn on you. So it goes, as Mac Miller said.
Man, so it goes.
Jackson with 17 carries and 89 yards for the Chargers. I got to get used to saying Los Angeles Chargers.
Man, that's the San Diego. Shit.
Not much else there receiving. I got Williams on my team too.
Yep.
Mike Williams from the Chargers, 5 catches, 99 yards and a touchdown.
I got Allen, but I don't even use him. He's just there as an insurance policy.
Right.
I don't even use him in the flex.
You don't even use him in the flex?
Nah.
Oh, you got
his points per game. Let me see what I got.
I was gonna say you got a golden team out there. If you can sit that, if you can sit him down.
Yeah, let me tell you. This ain't the team. I got 2 teams.
That's a good question. Is Zeke hype?
Nah.
All right.
But it's just he got the whole payday effect. Every time you get your payday, you go start.
This is my question now. Okay, so we look at what Saquon did with a horrible offensive line, and then we look at what Zeke did with the offensive line that he had.
What did Saquon do with a terrible offensive line?
Look at, his first year. Saquon's first year with that New York Giants line. Think about that New York Giants line.
Yeah.
It was like me, you, loudmouth.
Mark and Tony out there. We weren't doing shit.
Yeah, me, you, loudmouth, Mark and Tony. You know what I'm saying? Starting offensive lineman right now for the Giants. And he was out there killing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll give you that.
So my thing is now Zeke has the same kind of offensive line that the other guy had with the same kind of quarterback situation as well. So I want to see what he does with this.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's where you really see a running back's worth. Like, think about the teams Barry Sanders played on.
They have no offensive line. He was out there wheeling and dealing.
Getting it done, though. You know what I mean? Like, think about LaDainian Tomlinson. Mm-hmm. Luckily he had Phillip Rivers there, but, he had to do a lot. Like,
that wasn't a stronghold, yeah.
It's just crazy, man. So hopefully Zeke can be able to carry this team the way they need to carry. I mean, it may take a few games for him to kind of get it down pat, but you in this division, so they contenders all the way to the house right now. It don't matter what happens.
Yeah, right.
Score is still 6-7. They contenders to win the division. Other than that,
2-minute warning for halftime.
Yeah. That's a sleepy game. Y'all watching that? Like, are y'all watching the Cowboys game? I know most of the people that
apparently they did. They told you the interception.
That's true. You know, Cowboy fans are super dedicated.
Bruh, shout out to Bill Collector because I told him the Cowboys suck, and he gave me an excuse why they suck. He was like, well, see, we got half our team with injuries. I'm like, oh, that's what you're going to use?
My God.
And he was like, yeah, I mean, if we had our team, then I'm just like, boy, because y'all was sucking when Dak was there.
Yeah, I'm not going to play that game with nobody.
So
don't tell me that.
And then somebody else came and defended them a little bit after that. So it's just like Cowboy fans are dedicated no matter what.
Yeah. All right, we got the Seahawks against the Niners.
The 4-4
another divisional game.
San Francisco 49ers.
Seahawks win 37-27. 6-1 Seattle. Is Russell Wilson the best quarterback in the league right now? 261, 4 touchdowns, no picks.
No, he's not the best quarterback in the league right now.
Who is?
Patty Mahomes.
Yeah, that's kind of a moot question. Mullins.
Only by slight though. I think I do think if you take if you take Patty Mahomes off the Chiefs, they're gonna be suspect. So
yeah.
Go ahead.
Let me see. I'm trying to see. I want to know what happened and why was
Garoppolo.
Yeah, why was he not in? I didn't have the replay.
84 yards. Let me see.
Yeah. See, he may have got sitting down unless he got hurt, which I'm presuming may be the case. You know, let's not think the worst. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's not think the worst.
It says Garoppolo and Kittle's injured in the injured.
Oh, he's hurt?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like, why is he sitting?
Mullins
came in and did well, 238 yards, 2 touchdowns. So, you know, he filled in nicely for that period of time, I'm guessing. I'm assuming. Whoever Hasty is for the Niners, 12 carries, 29 yards, and a touchdown. Yeah. His longest run on the day was 5 yards.
Goddamn. Wow. Yikes.
Shout out to that man.
It said Garoppolo tweaked his ankle earlier in the game, but 14 minutes left, probably top of the fourth quarter. I keep saying this shit. Right. The beginning of the fourth quarter, they removed him. I guess he was hobbling around on it too much. That's when they put Nick Mullins in.
Gotcha. DK Metcalf, 12 catches, 161 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
DK Metcalf, best receiver in the league?
Hell no. He said that they nicknamed him Baby Brian. That's what his nickname is now. LeBron gave him the nickname on Twitter or something corny like that. So now his nickname is Baby Brian. Nah, DK Metcalf can't hold a candle to Hopkins, Julio.
He's doing his thing, though. His numbers.
He needs to do this for 3 or 4 more years consecutively.
He's doing his thing, though, out the gate.
Yeah.
It took him a little time to get started, but, I mean, with any quarterback and a rookie receiver, it's going to take time. So
who is his quarterback?
We know.
Okay, who was Hopkins playing with? I think he was playing with.
Yeah.
Come on.
But you got to think, though. Westbrook, son of a bitch. Russell Wilson didn't have no Tyler Lockett was your main receiver.
That's what I'm saying.
Golden Tate before that.
But think about how he made them look.
He made him look awesome, yeah. But now that you got a receiver that looks like a receiver, that's actually a receiver. Not taking nothing, no disrespect from the other guys, but Doug Baldwin. Come on. Get the fuck out of here.
Don't disrespect Doug Baldwin like that, okay?
I'm not disrespecting.
Nah, but I hate DK
Doug
Metcalf, he's the corniest thing
Doug Baldwin. DK Metcalf, Doug Baldwin.
But see, Doug Baldwin was consistently putting them numbers up yearly. That's why I say.
DK Metcalf putting up the numbers, but who's
it's
Doug
his
Baldwin?
First year.
Who's Doug Baldwin's quarterback, just like you said.
Exactly. So we'll see. We'll see if he can keep this going. But if he can, though,
as of right now, top 5 receivers in the league, DK Metcalf.
Ooh, hold on. Let's see. Let's go look at his. Because now I want to know how I feel about this.
Who else are we gonna say?
Hold on, because that's a very viable question. Like, if you're talking about top 5 receivers, give me who you think it is.
Julio.
Go to receiver.
The boy in Arizona.
Hopkins. Robbie Anderson.
Fuck out of here.
Calvin Ridley.
Whatever.
DJ Moore.
Fuck out of here.
Stephon Diggs.
No. DK Metcalf. I'm telling you.
I agree with you to a certain extent that he has the potential to be one of the best in the league.
Go to number 3. Look, their quarterbacks have to rely on them. Robbie Anderson in Carolina, he relies on him.
Look at who's here, bro.
Calvin Ridley. I mean, Come get the fuck out of here. For that don't mean fucking shit. You got Julio on the other side. So you got attention, so much attention on Julio. You got Calvin really running scot-free across the field. You gotta
get, if you on the other side of Julio, you better be cleaning up.
The safety, the cornerback, and the whatever linebacker side he's lined up on have to worry about Julio.
I just gave up Robbie Anderson too in my fantasy league for I did for Hunter Henry. I don't know if that was a good
Amari Cooper is number 7. Come on now. I got him on my fantasy team. He ain't even got no points. Come on. It's like the third
This is
quarter.
all yards, though. You know they base that on all yards and shit.
It don't matter. It's 2 games in a row.
Yeah, so that's not really a microcosm of like whether somebody's really good or not. You know what I'm saying?
Amari Cooper, 32 seconds left before halftime. 0 receptions, 0 yards. He's 7th on.
Don't start looking up at niggas' numbers to just talk bad about
niggas' numbers. I want the fucking facts. I got fantasy facts.
No, I like DK Metcalf though.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm not gonna lie. Cowboy fans are like LeBron fans. Listen, that's a feasible comparison. LeBron fans are a little bit weird though. Like when you think about it, because they're having an argument with somebody's ghost. You know what I'm saying? Like you having an argument with like, a Hall of Fame career. I never understood that. Like why are y'all comparing LeBron to Jordan? Like who cares? Like that. Why is that ever a conversation? I hate that conversation. Like stop talking about that. That's the dumbest shit to me. Like
we all know Jordan is the better player.
Come on. So now this is when you know somebody's the greatest of all time. Is when you start changing the criteria for what the greatest was. So if the greatest was always Jordan got six championships and he's never lost, 2 3-peats. If that was the criteria, then it changed when LeBron came. And it's like, it can't be about that. It's just about his body of work, and he's the best overall player.
Now it's about his body of work. But
oh God, I hate it. Just let that be. Let that be, man. Like LeBron is literally showing you that Jordan is his favorite player. The nigga wears his number.
Everything.
Every move. He's in Space Jam 2. Like, come on, bro. Like, let's stop that game.
But let's be clear though. LeBron is great. Like one of the greatest. If he goes up on the Mount Rushmore, I believe so. Just for his all-around game.
He better be in the top 5 players of all time.
You gotta be.
Now, if he's not in that conversation, we got a problem.
Bro, this is year 17. Regardless if it was a bubble or not, he's still outplaying these motherfuckers. Like, he's coming in, triple-doubles, 20 rebounds,
Bro,
17
if LeBron
rebounds.
is not one of the 5 best basketball players on your list right now, I can't talk sports with you. That's just hatred. Like, if he's not, I'm sorry. Like, I know there's preferences. I know there's favorites. I know people who do stuff because they love teams and players. So I know you put people in.
But you got to recognize.
Come on, man. I'm not going to have that conversation with nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a dumb conversation.
And you better be legit when I ask you, I don't like LeBron. Why you don't like LeBron?
Because he went to the Heat. Boy, if you don't shut up. Like, if that's the conversation, that's what I want you to do.
Same thing I did with Kobe. Why you don't like Kobe?
Because of Colorado.
Because of Colorado.
Shut up.
What? What the fuck? What does that have to do with you?
I don't want to hear you talk about that.
Y'all would have never known.
Shut up. Okay.
Get out of here.
Man, what else? I think we missing the only games we missed was the Chicago Bears and the New Orleans Saints.
Man.
Shout out to that game. Let's see. How did that game end? Because it was a low scoring game. I believe that it was before we get out of here. I know we got this it was 26-23. I'm sorry. The Saints won 26-23.
Yes, sir.
Drew Brees had a decent game, 280 yards, 2 touchdowns. David Montgomery, 21 carries, 89 yards for Chicago.
Yes, sir.
And Kamara got busy, 9 receptions for 96 yards. That boy does it all.
Yes, sir.
And then we have the New York Giants that play tomorrow. If you got something to do, do it and don't watch the Giants game because that's a waste of your time. Tom Brady's
watch Tom Brady be great.
I don't want to see that shit.
You don't watch Tom Brady be great?
No, I'm good. Sly was good, baby. I see you in there.
Y'all tried to say my boy was terrible. He was falling off. Y'all tried to say Tommy was out of here. Them boys is winning. They keep saying he on his way to another Super Bowl. He gonna go to Tampa, ain't gonna do nothing. Look at Belichick now.
Right.
He in trouble with Cam out there.
Crippling
Tommy
Cam.
out here, what, 5-2? Am I tripping? Is that the record?
Shout out to everybody watching, man. We appreciate y'all. This hour went by pretty quickly, man. Listen, if y'all ain't done so already, we dropped the video. Also, go watch Flyer Child's new video. I know she just dropped one. Go watch the new Rakim Al-Jabbar and QP video. Go check out Juice Leroy's new song he just dropped. And then we just dropped the hit list shit last night. If you want to see some niggas rap and listen. I'm gonna start treating this like invite only and really invite y'all in here to do it myself. I'm gonna start calling y'all out because a lot of y'all be in my messages talking about y'all want to rap when we talked about rapping. So now is the time to do it. You know what I'm saying? So be looking out for the Kickback Volume 2 with B-Ham. You know what I'm saying? Be looking out for the DFW Top 10 videos as well. And that's it, man. Y'all have a good one. You know what I'm saying?
If you a rapper, rap.
From the bottom of my heart, I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.